With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his fourth season now out of LSU.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
11 MT. 12. 11.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he won't have the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
3.5 to go, first quarter.
79 Broncos.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Gets through, and now an opening. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Again, it's Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 2 very different ends to each team's opening drive. One side forced to settle for 3. The other decides, hey, we're going on 4th down, and it pays off with 6 points and an early lead.
And maybe a little insight into the mindset of both teams in this game. One side coming down, as you mentioned, settling for 3. The other side saying, we're not playing match it in this game. We're going for it and trying to get out ahead and make them chase us.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep is Tank Dell. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here we go. Deputy Ranger. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That was 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
11. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here we go.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. Curve on.
They go play action with Burrow. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
12. 11 Thomas.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
42.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's Stroud. He finds his running back, Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself, because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, cup 19.
Stroud out of the gun here. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle inside the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Tank Dell now to return it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Drop 60, drop 60. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On the draw, here's Stroud. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
18 Cardinals. Ready?
Back to Mixon on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down and a yard. Here's a give to Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go, here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
18, Pioneer. Track 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darnell Washington from 13 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Play action. It's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Burrow. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. And Boyd in motion right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the Texans 21-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown on a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Mixon with a first down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A handoff to Mixon. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mixon, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stroud looks to throw. Touchdown! Nico Collins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 15. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Burrow. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. 2nd and 6 coming up. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check it, check it. Let's go.
Pierce now up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pierce, touchdown, Houston.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
12, 11,
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
Gotta go.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
11.
Burrow on play action. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow.
He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
We're good.
A final shot now for Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Texans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4.